Hello everyone, this is Darlissa with Catbird Studios, and I am playing The Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos DLC for the first time. Right now I'm back in the employee staff area, trying to see what I can find here. Okay, let's go back here.
Can't imagine what it must be like, living down here like sprats in a wall.
Okay, I see some enemy markers. So are they going to be rabid sprats? Let's go here first. Huh.
Here they come! Next one, let's go! And that's how it's done, Captain.
Okay, I was hoping they were just sprats.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, that's in there. Okay, so I will need to find card 82.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm trapped. In room A3. Please. Someone come help me.
Okay.
I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I may.
There's no way to get into that room.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm still trying to get the hang of this thing. See, it seems like that's it, but how do you get to it?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You said that. I can't figure this out. I keep hoping that that thing would make it more visible. Is it on the other side, though? No, it would have to be in there.
Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, keep him quiet.
See, I mean, is that saying... Oh,
Timeline discrepancy
where is
detected
it?
nearby. Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ah,
This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
see, these haven't been released. Why is this bed out here in the middle of the floor? It seems like for that one,
Here they come! That's the last of them!
for the lady in that room who says she's trapped, it would have to be bolted from the inside, wouldn't it?
Here they come! No!
I wasn't paying attention to that.
Get up!
Okay, now I gotta figure out where I was. Oops. Okay, so I didn't lose much. Okay. Alright, that's where we came up on the... Did I already do this one?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked. The fridge was transported here.
Okay, let's go on this one first. Ooh. See, it was one place where I was able to pick up a toss ball on Gorgon, and then I never found it again.
Incoming!
Oh, it scared me with that. This is a toilet, and you can see right out through here. Okay. Alright, let's go, I guess, face that critter.
Here we go!
Just for good measure. What's the whole help desk doing down here? Okay, have I... The only thing I haven't gotten, there was one room that I couldn't get access to. There's a lady stuck in... I still can't get to this, can I? No.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A2 key card. How do I get the A2 key card? I think she's dead.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I know that, but I can't do anything about it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. Let's see if we can find that card we need.
You, hear about the murder? How the hell could I not have heard about it? We couldn't even leave.
Get anything good for lunch?
Pea-free nut butter and jelly-free jam on premature bread. Tastes like nothing.
I was a few minutes late with room service earlier today. Guessed I was trying to serve shot at me with a revolver. I left the drink and ran.
Something like that happened to me once. Hammersmith exec called me up to her room, saying she needed help with something.
Yeah?
Turned out what she needed help with was testing a new Hammersmith heavy machine gun. She technically shot around me instead of at me, but it was still pretty surprising.
Okay, so this is level 1. So I know I'm gonna need to come back to here if I can find that card.
Are you enjoying the amenities?
Okay, how do I get up there? Because it's not going to let me, if I go up the elevator, oh, that was just to the pool. I'd already did this one before, didn't I?
Damn, when was the last time?
Okay. That says garden, which is outside. He's cowering. Is there...
Thanks a lot.
Solid kill. Too long and
Don't mess with us.
Who in the name of the law was supposed to be watching the wilderness checkpoint?
Why would anybody bring raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on animals?
I don't think we can get anywhere here. Okay, I still gotta find a way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Oh.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? Oh, my. Well, that is certainly odd and alarmingly unacceptable. Allow me to check the service records. Ah, yes. Not to worry, Inspector. It was indeed cleaned for you. Except for the evidence, which is all of Helen's stuff.
Likely story. Okay, how do I get back there? Oh, I already did from the back way. Okay. And here are some stairs. I knew if I looked far long enough, I'd find it. In case of careless inspector.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
I'll bet she got one of those parasites.
Hi.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
Yeah.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor can I bring you to? Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
Okay, so how do I get there? Oh, I'm gonna talk to the concierge.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please. My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know? Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split. If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade. You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see, so she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed. Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry? That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism. Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolridge has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time. That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you? A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Okay, I can now get to the VIP, and I've learned a couple little things.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double. If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Rizzo's Rangers, huh? Okay, so let's start this way.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you? Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know? I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off. No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know. Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them. What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen. Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty. What can I do for you? Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
Okay, I think someone brought a woolly cow in there.
Woolly cow? Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel? Also, why do
I found a toss ball. I bet they won't let me keep it.
I smell alcohol?
Yeah, they won't let me keep it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum. An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club. Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
-1, huh? Eh. Think they made a mess. It's a lot of
Timeline discrepancy
alcohol.
detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat-sized. The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen. Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in this footprint likely came from there.
Okay, it's already there. Got there. There, that one.
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Yeah.
Birdie's a good fella. Powerful temper, though.
Gotta stay limber for the big pennant match.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable. Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, This unit can do slightly worse. Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice, designated authority figure. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles. Randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Oh, so the purple berry crunch, they gave him an energy canister. Look at all these hats. Okay. Spencer Woolworth.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology. Well, I didn't, you fool. It was in the script. Wait. Now that I think about it, you do smell rather like the Aether, old blood and unwashed feet. Oh, now, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here? You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But
his roots are
of course,
showing.
I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something, a little... Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello. Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer. Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you. Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it. None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve. Very well, then. Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense. I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes, as I think improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine. Yes, I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints. I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched. Certainly, but one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end? Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer. I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. I'll answer whatever you wish. Oh, come now, Inspector, what do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of. I suppose that is enough on that grim subject. Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. Very well, then.
Okay, his voice was definitely getting annoying.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double. To the lobby we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%. corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Stop!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%. Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back into the employees section and search around. I already got some Spectrum Browns. I don't need more. Nope, I don't want to go there. Okay, so let's go down here again, and we are going to do a more thorough search because we need to find... Nope. That key card.
I hope you catch the killer soon, Inspector.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
Okay, this is where we went up here. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I've already got plenty of Spectrum Red, but...
Keep him quiet, Cap.
So that was B1 though, wasn't it?
Nice work, Captain.
Well, shucks.
Wow! I haven't felt this great in ages. I wonder what happened. Wow, you're the adjutant's own gun hand. Please, make yourself at home.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know where else to look. Chef Anwar, why do I need to talk to him?
Hello again. No new reservations have opened up, unfortunately, so I can't make anything for you right now. You have a look that screams, I have something to ask you about. Well, please, ask away. I have no problem with questions. Why would I? Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients. Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Just had an alarm about you guys flood warning.
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal. Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
All right. Okay, let's see if we're getting somewhere. So I need to speak with Bellhop Owens, retrieve the kitchen security footage. I also need to search room A2. So I need to find Amelia, I guess. Yeah, I still need to do this one. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's Selling Gorgon. Let's see where she is. Well, that's A2. I can't do that because I can't get in. But I guess I need to find her still. All right. Let's go to the region. Wish we could zoom in more. Strange disappearance of a watchman. See, which one is this? What's this? Come on! Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, and I just realized just about an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this one right here, and I'll be back in the next one. Until then, thank you for joining me and hope you enjoyed it.